Hey, good morning. Hope you're having a good day. It's an interesting day in our country. It's election day, so there's all that crazy business going on. But that's not actually what I want to talk to you about today. Sometime over the summer, I think it was maybe sometime in July, I started to really notice a pain in my arm and developed some sort of tendonitis, and it's really interrupted my fitness routine. And I've just been experiencing a ton of discouragement about it. I'm kind of a data geek, and so I like to track, progress on a number of things. With working out, it might be weight or reps, and have a fancy scale that tells me my weight and my body fat and all kinds of stuff. And so it's really easy for me to see day to day if I'm moving in an upward trajectory or not. And so lately I've just been noticing, a small increase in body fat percentage and a decrease in my weights. And I know for me, it's a fair amount of this is just about this injury I have. I can't really curl anywhere near what I'm used to. And so really any kind of movement in my right arm hurts like a son of a bitch. So I've just been processing a lot of discouragement and thinking about, what discouragement is, what it's like, and kind of the words of my buddy Charlie going through my head. And I think those are words actually we share with one another all the time, which is about being present. My buddy Dan spent the weekend here. We spent a lot of time talking about presence and not being present with other people, but even being in the present. And I've just been reflecting on the concept of discouragement and how really what's bugging me about my injury is not the day-to-day. I mean, I'm here in my workout room. I just finished a workout. Presently, I'm actually okay. I have pain in my arm. I'm not lifting maybe what I want to do, but what's really troubling me about even that, and when I look at these data points like weight and body fat and reps and whatnot, body weight, what's bothering me is the thought that something in the future is going to be different because of that reality right now. So I find myself thinking this like, oh, I have this idea, like I'm going to get weak. So sometime in the future, I'm going to be, some scrawny little, unattractive guy, or just weak, right? Or maybe that I'll be fat someday, or that this injury will be forever. So in every case, my discouragement is actually about a projection into the future, which is totally unknown. And this is the nature for me of all anxiety. It's always a belief about my future based on some sort of stimulus today. Like usually my body fat is X, and if it goes up literally like 0.2%, suddenly in my mind I'm seeing, into some unforetold future and seeing myself as heavy, right? Even though, in the reality in this moment, it's like 0.2% body fat, which the funny thing is it goes up that much day to day and down all the time. It's an imprecise scale. So, but it's this, anxious thinking about my future. And I just started thinking about that, like I said, in discouragement and how that applies to everything. Really, every time I'm discouraged, it's usually because I'm believing something in the future based on something happening now. And the tendency for me is just want to give up. I don't know about you, but especially with fitness, it's just easy to be like, oh, I'm injured, fuck it, just gonna give up. And in the reality, that would actually have consequences. My future in that case would be filled with less physical fitness if I did that. And that's kind of the invitation of discouragement all the time, is to stop doing positive things because they're not going to work, right? And it's so tempting to give into that. So today I was doing Turkish get-ups. I don't know if you know what those are. I'll put a video up here, over here, just a brief bit of me doing them. Don't laugh, I'm not doing them with a huge weight. But, you know, first time you get up, second time you get up, no problem. But by the time you've done 4 or 5 sets of those, even with like a 15-pound kettlebell like I have in this particular video, and you've done a bunch, it's very fatiguing. And so you find yourself up and you're holding this weight and you get to rest a little bit and you get back down. And the hardest part for me in the Turkish get up is the decision to get up for one more rep. And I was thinking that too, like in how it relates to discouragement for me. It's the same thing. It's like that is the moment where I really have to sometimes dig deep and say, I know this is gonna hurt, I know this is gonna be uncomfortable, but I'm gonna put in one more rep, and then to just keep doing that. And really what's cool about fitness is that's where fitness actually, and strength training happens. It's in doing just a little bit more than you think you can. Or a lot more if you're a David Goggins fan. He says we stop at like 40% of what we're capable of doing. And that's, wow, that's intimidating to think about. If I'm stopping at about 40% of my capacity, then I have way more to give. But quite honestly, I'm intimidated by that because I know that would be really painful. So I just want to share this because it relates for me to everything in life, whether it's relationship trouble, if it's really anything. You know, anytime I'm trying to make a long-term investment into my own self and future, it's really easy to zero in on the days that don't look so great, or maybe the season. Maybe that's a short season of injury, whether that's to my body or to my relationship, and just get completely discouraged by that as I project into the future and kind of see things as hopeless and bleak. What helps me in that moment is to just keep going, to get up and do one more rep, and to spend time with quality brothers. Like I said, my friend Dan was here over the weekend. We had a great time, super encouraging just to be with another brother. We spent time together talking to another second Dan, and that too was just a really great time. So if you find yourself discouraged, keep going. Don't hone in on the little thing, but hone in on the big picture. In the big picture, you're probably really trending upward. You're headed in the right direction, but sometimes we have these dips in the road and we just gotta keep going. All right, love you guys. Take care.